How porn warps time. I'm Dr. Trish Leigh. Let's talk about it in this video. In this video, we are going to talk about three things. Number one, we're going to talk about time, the present, the past, the future, and how they're connected. Number two, how porn warps time and what it does to your brain when it's doing that. Number three, what's the way out? Your brain tip strategy for the day. Okay, stay with me. Number one, how does porn warp time? Well, I'm sure I don't need to tell you how porn warps time in the present. You can lose time, lots and lots of time to porn consumption as a self-soothing technique to settle the discomfort of the past or of the present and to release you from the anguish or the stress or just the monotony of your daily life and of any wounds that are there from the past. So we know that you can lose time on this habit being sucked into the screen. But more fundamentally, guess what porn does to your sense of time? What it does is it connects your past to your future and it overlooks and jumps right over the present in the meantime. Let me tell you what I mean by that. So while you're self-soothing and taking away the pain and getting seeming pleasure from your pornography habit, you're actually reiterating the past and ensuring that it becomes your future. So the way that it works is we know a pornography habit is built on a shame cycle. So it started because of shame. We know that from the science. So shame made it start and shame keeps it going. So when you get sucked back into the screen and your habit continues, what you do is perpetuate the brain pattern of the past, of shame. You're keeping yourself in the shame cycle by going back for more because you're running away from your present. You're blowing all the time in the present, and in fact, you're ensuring that your future becomes just like your past. So what's the way out? I'm going to tell you that in your brain tip strategy. But first, let's talk about what it does to your brain. When your brain is happy, serotonin, content, feeling at peace, in calm focus in the present, when you can be in the present and not want to run away and escape, your brain uses optimal processing speed in the middle. It feels good. It feels calm and focused. It doesn't feel anxious. It doesn't need the edge taken off. It doesn't feel bored or overwhelmed. It's not replaying things that happened to you last week or last year or last decade. What it's doing is it's feeling the wind on your face. It's listening to the laughter of the people in your life. It's feeling like it can come down and relax and be focused on the environment that it's in, the mental and physical environment that you are in at the moment. That's the present. It's honestly all you have for real. It's the only thing that is true. And I don't want you to have to run away and escape from it. I want you to be able to relax into it, breathe into it, and enjoy it, and have your brain make the perfect neurotransmitter cocktail so that you can feel good in your present. The way to do that is to release the past. So when you think about the past, even if you think about the last time you slipped or relapsed, what happens is your brain goes into a fight or flight mode, too much fast speed. It gets overwhelmed, too much slow speed. If something traumatic happened to you in the past, we know trauma brain is lower power. And so you're not able to be in the present because your brain is running on 50,000 cylinders while the brakes are on. That is not comfortable in the present. That is the brain pattern that's locked in the past. So to be able to free it up, you need to free it up to be able to move into the future. How do you do that? That's number three, your brain tip for the day. It's to continually bring yourself back into your present. Bring yourself back. And honestly, this doesn't happen to me a lot. It's a clear indicator. I've been working a little bit too much. Every day I go for a run or I go for a walk if it's later. So last night I went for a walk. And actually, in the run the day before, this has happened to me 2 days in a row, and I do not like it. So I used my brain training headband today, and I will be getting on top of this. So I'm going for a walk, and guess what I hear happening in my head? I hear a narrator There's a narrator telling me that the birds sound nice because I'm trying to bring myself back to the present. And this is a step in the right direction if you have a narrator in your head. The narrator's going, oh, feel the breeze on your face. The narrator goes, oh, listen to those birds. Oh, what a great night it is. This is literally a voice in my head saying this to me. When your brain is calm and focused, there is no voice in your head. You just feel the breeze on your face. You just hear the birds. You don't have to narrate that there are birds. So I heard this narrator for 2 nights in a row on my walk, and I'm like, man, that narrator's gotta go because my brain is running too hot. If I keep my brain in that mode for any amount of time, I'm gonna need something to take the edge off because it's running fast. I'm not going to allow myself to get there. I'm going to continually bring myself back into the present and be there, not narrate it for myself, just be there. And I practiced that last night. So how do you do it? You focused your vision and your hearing and your sense of touch, your sense of smell. You bring all your senses into the here and the now. And if you have to start by narrating it, that's okay. But in the end, you just want to feel it and be in it. Because if you are submerged and emerged in the present, you can't be back in the past. You can't be worried about the future because you're in the present and enjoying it. And now check this out. The present only lasts a second, then it becomes the past, which means your present is constantly your future. You can make your future by the action steps in your present. Your present is your future. That's the reality. You don't even have to worry about your future. You're creating it on a moment by moment basis. So use this strategy to create it and enjoy it. That's why I always tell you, get on purpose in your work, in your relationships, in your hobbies, because those things bring you into the present. When I'm cranking with work that I love, I'm in it. I'm enjoying it. But of course, I need to balance my brain then and take a brain break. But I'm in it. I'm in flow. I'm thinking. I'm focused. I'm calm. And then I take a break from it. And when I go make a meal for the fam squad, I'm chilling. I'm in it. I'm making it. That's what flow is. You can use your brain in the present and enjoy it just like that. But start with bringing yourself back to your sensations in the moment. Okay, if you want help on this journey, reach out to me, drtrishleigh.com. I would love to help you. And remember, control your brain or it'll control you.